Good afternoon, this is Ray, WeSpeak.com. Today we're in Bellingham, Washington, the hospital, supporting people who are supporting the nurses who have been told if they don't get the vaccine, they're going to lose their jobs. Now this is just absolutely preposterous. First of all, it's an untested vaccine. They have no proof one way or another. Second of all, some of these people are pregnant, and they're forcing pregnant women to take an untested vaccine. How's that going to affect their babies? Third of all, isn't it funny how the left always says, my body, my choice, and that's all good, unless it doesn't fit the propaganda they're pushing at the time. So let's go around and see some of these people and hear what they have to say.
Hello, I'm Julie Beld Anderson, and I'm here today to protest PeaceHealth employees getting vaccinations. We should have freedom of choice, and nobody should be forced to have a vaccination in order to have their job. So, and you probably already know that any of the nurses like her showing up today are supposedly going to get fired if they show up. So brave gal here for showing up. I've met 2 or 3 nurses today who are probably going to get fired. So good job. Way to stand up for what's right.
Okay, all right. I'm here at the protest. Apparently last week the CEO of PeaceHealth, this is last week, today is August 11th, said you gotta get vaccinated by the end of August 31st. Meaning you pretty much have to get your shots immediately in order to be fully vaccinated by the end of the month. He issued this to all his healthcare workers who are not vaccinated. And yeah, it's apparently unfair. If I have to explain it, probably not going to understand it with a soundbite. But to me, it's obviously a huge violation of their natural rights to have their private healthcare decisions with their own doctors and not from their employer. It shouldn't even be. It should be a HIPAA violation for them to even discuss it without your consent. Yeah, so I'm just showing solidarity with the people who are taking care of us, who've been the frontline workers over the past year and a half.
I'm Marianne. I've worked at the hospital for over 30 years.
39 years.
And my husband and I also work in the persecuted church, and we see the beginnings of persecution here as far as taking away our freedoms, our freedom to choose, our freedom to work, our freedom to live in a country that we want to raise our families. And so I'm standing up for all the voices that are represented here in all the different departments, whether it's the hospital, whether it's the state, employment, the firemen. We need to stand up and say, no, we have the right to choose what we are going to put in our body.
For freedom. Freedom of choice. Freedom of controlling our own bodies, making our own decisions without the coercion of government or employers. They have no right to take that away from us. That's why we're here.
And we're standing up for our friends and giving them a voice because they're being coerced and they're being threatened with their jobs if they were to stand up with us. So we're standing up for them.
Hey, so here's what I want to say, is that PeaceHealth is actually forcing pregnant workers to get vaccinated. They are forcing the jab on pregnant women. Did you know that it is actually illegal to experiment on pregnant women? It is against the law. It doesn't matter if this vaccine or shot or jab or whatever you want to call it is FDA approved. Bottom line is they get to choose yes or no. They don't get to force this on their healthcare workers, and they certainly do not get to force this on pregnant women. The end of this month, August, if these men and women in healthcare do not get this jab, they are out of a job. How many is that going to be? I'm going to ask you, hundreds? We're going to lose these people, and guess what? Then we're not going to have anybody to take care of us when we go to our doctor, when we go to the PeaceHealth over here. So you know what, people? You need to start waking up and get off of your little tushy and stop applauding for the rest of us that are doing this. and get out here and hoot and holler like we are for our medical freedom. If they take this, they're coming after you.
Hi, I'm Mary, and I'm here to support the doctors and nurses and healthcare workers. My kids have received medical care here and received awesome medical care here, and I support their freedom of choice. Their body's their choice, my body, my choice. We're for medical freedom, and we're here to speak up for our rights and our community members' rights.
Hi, I'm Sarah, and I'm here to stand up for our medical workers who do not wish to get the vaccine. I am here because I know young women who worked all through the pandemic and are now losing their jobs, and some of them are the sole earners for their family. What are they supposed to do now? Last year's heroes are today's villains, and that's not right.
Hey, I'm Ashley Bunchone, and I'm with We Will Whatcom, and we're out here today in solidarity with Be Brave Washington to help support the right to choose whether you want to be vaccinated or not. We have workers here at the hospital who are being told that they need to be vaccinated or they will lose their job. So we're out here saying no, they need to have the right to choose, and they're not going to take away our freedom. They're going to tell us what to do just to keep our jobs. So it starts here because we know that a lot of employers in Whatcom County are adapting this, and how long before it comes to the refineries or our grocery stores, and how long before the passports are being enacted. So we're out here standing for freedom, saying no, we have the right to choose.
Well, and a lot of good people down here, obviously, voicing their opinion in solidarity with the workers. Remember, at one time, people were screaming, "My body, my choice." But how come that only works if you fit in their narrative? Isn't it funny how if we exercise our constitutional rights, we become the people who are the extremists? From Ray Gilbride at WeSpeak.com, I hope you have a great day, and remember, be kind to the ones around you.